Hello Pokemon fans, this is ProPokeNoob back today to bring you another battle. It'll be a standard OU match against a person by the name of Stubstinks, I think. But first I have a quick question to ask you all. Why can't I use Black and White 2 move tutors on PO yet? Someone told me I have to go to a beta server, so if anyone can let me know where I can go to test stuff out, because I just realized that the teams that I'm trying to fix and the teams that I'm making are actually getting killed by a lot of stuff that requires Black and White 2 improvements. So if you guys can let me know where to test this stuff out, I could start saving those battles up. But even that might be in vain, because this, if you guys remember the system operation attack that I had a couple of weeks ago for my professor's lecture slides, it's still happening and the internet is getting very, very, very destroyed. So PO for me is lagging out significantly. So what I'm trying to do is move it over to my netbook, and then I'm just going to try and transfer it via USB and try and edit it on this computer. So that's a work in progress, but if you guys can let me know where the beta server is, I would greatly appreciate it. But anyways, looking at the teams, obviously Terrakion is a threat. He's always a threat no matter what. Ferrothorn, it's going to be okay. Another thing is Chansey. I just hate fighting against Chansey. Chansey, back in the day, was awesome for me, and then when Blissey came out, it was just, like, beautiful, but, you know, against it now with Eviolite is just ridiculous. If you guys are looking, this is my older OU team. Yeah, it should be one of the older ones that I used to run. It's a pretty simple battle, actually. So in the ways it leads, I just figured Gliscor probably walls most of his team. I mean, I've got to protect the Scout, get the Toxic Orb up very easily, and then I could just check to see what moves they have. So I'm going to lead off with Gliscor, and now I will see you at the battle. So, like I said, I'm going to lead off with Gliscor. He actually decides to lead off with Ferrothorn, which is fantastic, because this means that I'm going to get it very easily up the, get up the Toxic Orb very easily. So I'm just going to go straight for the EQ, because I'm not fearing any attack that this thing could go for, and I thought it might just want to set up. So I just go for the EQ, he goes for the Stealth Rocks. Now I'm going to switch in to my Monkey Rage, my Infernape, because I do want to get in before this thing gets too much hazards up, as he does go for a Layer Spikes. Now here, I didn't want to over-predict, I just wanted to go straight for the Close Combat. I can't remember if this is my, yeah, this is my Banded Infernape. So I go straight for the Close Combat, takes out this Ferrothorn perfectly. I do take a lot of damage, though, between the Iron Barbs and stuff like that, so I am going to have to get out of here, go into my Gliscor as he brings out Dragonite. I didn't know what this thing wanted to do, but he goes for the T-Wave, so I'm thinking, okay, this is the very annoying T-Wave Dragon Tail sub-roosting set, so Gliscor should be able to take this on. Luckily, I get the Toxic up before he's able to set up a sub or anything like that, but he actually doesn't go for sub, he goes for Dragon Tail to get me out of here, so that's absolutely fine with me. I'm going to go into, he's going to force me to go into Jirachi, which is also not a threat, because if I know his sets, Dragon Tail is the only thing that's going to hit me, and T-Wave would protect me from a burn. So I'm just going to go for the Body Slam, thinking he would switch, but no, he decides to stay in and go for the T-Wave, which is fine. Again, I'm not going to get burned. Everything is safe and dandy. The speed cut's a little terrible, but that's okay. But now what I'm going to do is, I believe I switch out. No, I go for my Rocks, that's right. I go for the Stealth Rocks as he goes for the Dragon Tail and forces me to switch out into my Infernape. Now, Infernape is taking a lot of damage, but I figured, okay, this is the sub-roosting one. He's not going to have any attack that's going to outspeed me. I can hit him before he takes me out. But he turns out to have extreme speed, so that kind of sucks. So Infernape is going to fall, but frankly, this is pretty much going to be the only time it was going to come in, or maybe another time, but wasn't going to have much more use after this. What is going to have use is this Gliscor, so I'm going to go for the substitute, thinking that the Dragon Tail probably can't take out the sub without two of them. He actually misses the first one. Doesn't really matter for the rest of the match, but I go for the Toxic thinking he might want to preserve this, but I'm like, wait a minute. He might have Roost, or he might switch out, I don't know. But now he is going to take himself out. He misses the second Dragon Tail. At most, it would have just gotten rid of a sub, which might matter at this point when he brings out Suicune, because I am going to be able to fire off a Toxic freely without him being able to take me out with a Scald. So that could have mattered. Not really, as you're going to see later on in the battle. But anyways, I'm just going to go for the Protect now just to get more recovery back and to get more Toxic damage on the Suicune. He goes for the Scald thinking that I'm going to switch out into something physical, but now I know he's definitely going to go for the Ice Beam, thinking that I'm going to try and go for a substitute. So I'm just going to switch into Jirachi on the off chance that he does decide to keep going for Scald. But no, he goes straight for the Ice Beam, which is perfect for me because that's a lot less damage that Jirachi has to take. So now it's just going to be a matter of stalling out the Suicune because it is kind of a threat. to my main sweepers on this team. So I'm going to go for the Wish as he goes for the Scald. As you can see, it does absolutely nothing to especially defensive Jirachi. But now he's going to go for the Ice Beam, thinking I'd either switch out to Haxorus or Gliscor, which is okay. He gets a crit, which kind of makes up for the fact that he predicted wrong, but that's absolutely alright. I do get Parahax, which makes up for it even more, but the Wish is going to heal me back up pretty much. So now he's going to switch out, go into his annoying pain-in-the-butt Chansey, which, oh, you had to ruin him with Eviolite, but that's okay. I get Parahax again, which kind of sucks, but now he's going to go for the Heal Belt, which is not cool because, you know, Toxic and Paralysis on his team is very nice. But I am going to go for the Body Slam, get the Paralysis on him. Now, at this point, I actually figured he's probably going to want to go for the Heal Belt since he's going to be obsessed with trying to keep himself cleansed. So I'm going to be able to switch into Haxorus safely, maybe set up a DD before he brings out anything threatening. So that's actually is what's going to happen. He's going to go for the Heal Belt as I bring out the Haxorus. And I figured, okay, looking at the amount of health that I have, I can take 3 Seismic Tosses. If he tries to go for a T-Wave, he's going to pay for it because I have the Lumberry, because DD Lum is the best Haxorus set ever. Do not even argue with that. But I'm going to go for the Dragon Dance as he actually goes for the Protect, which basically secures me the game because now I'm at +2. He needs 2 more Seismic Tosses. I figured, okay, at +2 I could take out Chansey, right? No, because a Stab Dragon Claw only does 59%. It's ridiculous. That's why I hate Chansey. But it's okay because I am going to be able to take him out now with 7% health left. And now the rest of his team cannot outspeed me, not even a Scarf Terrakion. That's why I'm guessing he brought this thing in, because it's Scarfed. He thinks he can outspeed Haxorus. At +1, yes. At +2, no. So the rest of his team is pretty much going to fall in one shot. So that was an excellent match. Substance, comment, rate, and subscribe, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this battle. Like I said, if you guys can let me know where that beta server is, I need to get some teams going. I was about to use a Thunderous Thelian form, but nope. Apparently I got a race for my team. Same thing with, what was it, Stealth Rock Torterra and Stealth Rock Stunfisk and Stealth Rock Shuckle, but apparently those don't exist. I thought they did. I don't know. I thought at least Torterra got Stealth Rocks, but you know what? If you guys can let me know, that would be fantastic. But until then, everyone, I will see you next time. Have an excellent day. Peace.